You ever met someone who, no matter what life throws at them, remains unshaken? Someone who keeps his cool even in the face of betrayal, failure, and disrespect. They remain calm, focused, and seemingly untouchable. Meanwhile, you're stressed out because of a message you received yesterday. So what is their secret? It's not luck. This is about psychology. And Carl Jung figured it out. A mirror principle. What is bothering you is actually inside you. Let's be realistic. Have you ever come across someone who drives you crazy? Maybe their arrogance, ignorance, or the way they treat you is driving you crazy. Now ask yourself this question. Why does this bother you so much? Everything that bothers us in others can help us understand ourselves, says Jung. Let's unpack that. That co-worker who disrespects you, that ex who suddenly ignores you. If someone's behavior triggers you, it's not them. It's a wound inside you that hasn't healed yet. The world is a mirror. If you're having emotional reactions, it's because you're looking at a reflection of your own insecurities. If you master this, insults will flow off your back like water. When was the last time someone's words ruined your day? Why? Because deep down you were afraid they might be true. But when you really know who you are, no one's words can shake you. That's true power. When someone triggers you, it's usually because they're reflecting something you've been repressing. Is it an arrogant person? Maybe they're reminding you of a part of yourself that you've been denying exists. Is it a selfish friend? Maybe deep down you want to put yourself first, but you never do. Is it a liar? Maybe you lied to yourself about something important, and it's eating you up inside. Jung calls it your shadow self, the parts of ourselves that we deny, hide, or do not accept. And the outside world will continue to control you unless you confront your own shadow. 2. Stop being a sponge that absorbs other people's energy. Why do people's opinions have such an impact on your life? You share something, and one negative comment destroys your self-confidence. You walk into a room and immediately worry about what they think of you. You spend your life trying to prove something to others, but it never seems to be enough. The truth is, the world asks you who you are. If you don't have the answer, the world tells you who you are. Most people are emotional sponges. Other people's moods determine their own moods. Your boss yells, now you're angry. Your friend complains, now you feel drained. Jung warns about this. People will drain you if you let them, because most don't even realize they're doing it. But this is where the change begins. Don't take on energy that doesn't belong to you. When someone tries to impose their negativity on you, say to yourself, this is yours. I won't carry it. Imagine wearing an invisible shield. Compliments bounce off. Insults bounce off. What will stick and what will pass? You choose. That's how you become unshakable. If it holds power over the words of others, it's because you haven't yet fully defined yourself. You don't trust your own opinion. You don't believe in your own worth. You're not sure of who you are, and when you're not sure of yourself, you give others the power to define you. But once you know exactly who you are, what you stand for, and what you believe in, no one's opinion can shake you. So ask yourself, who am I really? If you don't have a clear answer to that question, that's where you need to work. 3. Observer mentality. According to Jung, the key to emotional freedom is to be an observer of your life, not a victim. Most people are on autopilot. They react, they blow up, and then they regret it. But when you stop and ask yourself, why did this bother me? You take back control. It's like watching a movie from the outside instead of being trapped in it. You see the drama, but you're not a part of it. When was the last time someone made you angry? Maybe they belittled you, ignored you, or disrespected you. Now ask yourself, did they really make you feel that way? Did something inside you react this way? Carl Jung says, no one can control their emotions unless you let them. I am not what happened to me. I am the one who chooses what I want to be. Internalize this. Does someone insult you? It's your choice to be offended or not to be offended. Will someone ignore you? It's your choice to feel rejected or ignored. Will someone disrespect you? It's your choice to react or stay calm. It's not about suppressing these emotions. It's about mastering them. Because once you understand them, only you have control of your mind. No one and nothing can affect you anymore. The next time someone tries to draw you into an argument, don't react. Just watch. Watch how your words lose their power, because you're not playing that game anymore. 4. Your past doesn't define you. Jung says, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to be. Most people get stuck in their past. Old rejections, childhood wounds, past failures. But here's the truth. Your history is a given. It's not your destiny. The moment you stop letting old pain control your present, you become unstoppable. Have you ever wondered why people lash out, betray you, or try to pull you down? It's not about you, it's about them. Carl Jung explained that most people are driven by their unconscious wounds, and instead of healing those wounds, they project their pain onto others. A person who belittles you feels inferior deep down. A person who betrays you has no loyalty within themselves. A person who tries to control you feels helpless in their own life. A healthy person does not torture others. Often, those who have been tortured become torturers. When you realize this, everything changes. Have you ever met someone who has been through hell and is still standing tall? It's because they processed their pain instead of repressing it. They didn't deny it. They transformed it. That's the difference between being wounded and being scared. 5. The unconscious mind is in control. Many of your reactions are actually your own. They are not. They are programmed by society, trauma, and habits, and you don't even notice them. Jung calls this the collective unconscious. But when you bring these hidden patterns to light, that's when you become free. Ask yourself, is this really how I feel? Or am I feeling this way because I was taught to feel it? Why do you feel guilty about saying no? Why are you afraid of being alone? Go deep. Chains are usually invisible until you look for them. Now you know that no one and nothing can affect you unless you let them. Now let's talk about how to make this happen. Most people live life by reacting, not by choosing. They get angry when someone belittles them. They feel worthless when someone ignores them. They doubt themselves when something doesn't go their way. But here's the secret. You can reprogram your mind. Carl Jung says, your perception becomes clear only when you look into your own soul. So the first step is self-awareness. Jung says, totally accepting yourself is the scariest thing. From where? Because when you accept yourself with all your flaws, you will no longer be crushed under criticism. You don't beg for approval. Indifference is not coldness, it is freedom. The moment you no longer need everyone to love you, you become untouchable. The moment you are no longer afraid of rejection, you hold all the power in your hands. Think about the person who ignores you. It hurt at first, but what if you really didn't care or his opinion meant nothing to you? This is the secret of valuable people. They do not resist negativity. They won't let him in. Now, let's come to the alchemy of anger, turning poison into power. This explains the Jungian concept of confrontation with the shadow and transformation. According to Jung, anger, jealousy, and pain are not weaknesses. They are signs. It shows you where you're not healing. A stupid person either suppresses his anger or explodes. A wise person asks, what is this anger trying to tell me? Then it uses it as fuel. Every betrayal, every insult, every failure does not ignore them, it transforms them. Think of your emotions like a fire. It can burn you or beat you like steel. The choice is yours. Next up are the unconscious contracts that you did not sign. This section explains the Jungian understanding of archetypes and conditioning. Most people are slaves to invisible rules that they never accept. I must always be polite. I need a relationship to be happy. Jung calls these archetypes the deep unconscious scripts that run your life. But the truth is, you can rewrite these scripts. I never signed this contract. The moment awareness comes, you become free. Why do you feel guilty when you prioritize yourself? Because somewhere along the line, you were taught that giving up on yourself meant being valuable. But what if you tore up that old agreement now? Let's see. The greatest privilege you can have in life is discovering who you really are, Jung says. But there's a catch. It means disappointing others. It means saying no. It means putting yourself first, even if people call you selfish. A fool blames the world for human suffering. The wise man realizes that he is the one holding the knife. Did you admire any of them? It's not because that person is perfect. It's because they've stopped pretending. She refuses to be a fake person, just to be loved. It is better to be hated for one's true self than to be loved for one's false self. And the final key, the mind is the only battlefield. Jung's greatest teaching is that vision becomes clear only when you can look into your own heart. So the war is not outside, but inside. A fool blames the world for human suffering. The wise man realizes that he is the one holding the knife. The moment you stop fighting external battles and start managing your inner world, nothing can shake you. Now ask yourself, are you ready to stop being a slave to your mind? Are you ready to be the architect of your life? If this has affected you deeply, you are not alone. If this video increased your awareness one step further, liking it and subscribing will show that I am not alone in this journey. Finally, follow your own path. Everything is in your hands. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.